Hello there, this is a review of the Marsh Exo-Converting E-frame from the Exo Squad line. This was put out by Playmates in the early mid-90s. When you first look at it, it's very similar to the Aerial Assault E-frame with the wings that have the missiles, the engines, the weapons. It really looks very similar. The difference is this one converts into a ground assault motorcycle mode. Other than that, it's fairly standard for an Exo Squad figure. One thing that's worth noting, it's the only transforming Exo Squad toy. Technically speaking, the Veritech hover tank that was that I've also reviewed, that was released in the same line, but that was actually designed by a different company. Playmates just released it, so it doesn't really count. It's not really an Exo Squad line. It's not in scale with these. So anyway, taking a quick look at the figure, the pilot is actually sitting in here in true exoskeleton style, and he has control handles that he uses to control it. It's worth noting that I am missing the one that goes on the left hand, or the right hand, the left side of the camera here. So it should have two of these, but other than that, this is complete. Quick look at the figure. He's got his blaster here, another blaster here. He's got a little laser here. So you spin him around. You can see he's got some motorcycle kibble. He's got some cool engine detailing here, hiding the screws. Turn them all the way around. Let's open this up so I can show you the pilot. Here's JT Marsh himself. You can see he's got this cable that connects into the back of the figure. He's got a little, there's his front. See, he's got a little port there. Great haircut. It was the 90s, what you gonna do? The figure itself is pretty well articulated. I have to say it is a little floppy, at least my version, but does have full rotation as well as in and out. Has a bicep swivel, although it's very tight. There we go. And elbow. The legs, it does have some funky looking hips. Swing out, swing around. It's got the knee. He does have holes in the bottom of his feet if you want to use a stand. The gun's molded in, doesn't come out. But that is the pilot figure, JT Marsh. One thing that's worth noting is in terms of scale, if we can stand him up here. Okay. He is neither 3 3/4, as represented by Darth Vader here. He may look a little bulky, but that's because he's from '97, so it was the steroid era. Everybody was doing it. You can't judge him. And here is the Human Alliance Sam Witwicky. So you can see he's not really in scale with anything. He's sort of a mask size figure, but I don't have one out right now, so I can't really show you that comparison. But anyway, we're not here to look at figures of people, we're here to look at figures of machinery, mecha. So, articulation on the frame itself does have a hinged shoulder. This swivels. It does have an elbow. The legs swing up and down. They do have a little side to side, not much. And then the feet move, but this is actually part of transformation. It does have these little wheels here for reasons unknown to me. But that is enough for this mode. Oh, I do want to show you though, these wings you can fold down, which this is actually how I kind of like it. Whoops. This is actually how I kind of like it. Gives it a little more of a solid kind of mech look. But, you know, you can open the wings, pretend he's flying, or whatever. So to transform it, start down here on the feet, fold these down. As you can see, it's got a, oops, need to untab this back, like that. so that this will lock in on the feet. It's pretty easy. Swing out the wings just for some clearance. We rotate the arms up and then spin them, or spin them the other way rather, so that these two pieces can lock and form the wheel. Rotate, there we go. Okay. Wheel snaps together, more or less. There we go. Okay, you can straighten that out a little bit. This gun rotates down, which, oh, and one more thing, we just lock this bottom piece in like that. After that, it's just a matter of snapping the engines into the white frame up here. Okay, and there we go. So, make sure everything's nice and straight. You can kind of wiggle it, but for the most part, there you have the motorcycle mode. Now, once again, with these wings, you can have them out like this, or you can fold them closed, which gives them a more solid, protected assault mode. He's got rocket engines here. He's got the rocket engines still down there. So he is rolling in style. Still got all the weapons pointed forward. He's got his missiles. Now, one thing about this, you'd figure that it would be kind of a loose amalgamation, but it's actually very solid. Everything tabs in, locks in really well. It's kind of just an exoskeleton folded up, but I'm pretty happy with it. I gotta say, if you look at pictures online, it doesn't look as cool in the pictures as it does in real life. In person, it's pretty impressive. Okay, so one last thing here. The pilot, of course, can still fly it. You open this up. It's kind of nice that they included this. It has this little flip-up screen, and then flip up the handles, the control handles here. There's still his cyber jack. And then he fits inside. I think in a lot of ways he actually integrates better with the motorcycle mode of this than he does with the exoskeleton mode. I always have trouble getting the arms to work with the exoskeleton. But that's neither here nor there. Fold these over his legs. Grabs onto there. Grabs on there. And then plug in his cyber jack. Should have done that first. Here we go. Okay. And close the cockpit. And there he is inside. And he can drive around, or he can fly around, whatever you choose. So this is the JT Marsh Exo-Converting E-frame from the Exo Squad line. Thanks for watching.